Nyata, Nyatawa, Nyatawa Wati Pakaki Tin Ghana Meeting. Nyata, my name is Tabitha Lane. I am a Gunditjmara woman living in this country they call Australia. I have just paid my respects to the Kaurna people as the traditional custodians of the land on which we stand. I'm a First Nations woman and I have nothing but the stories of my grandmother's cursing through my veins. All of my work honours and centres their ancient wisdoms. This is a piece I call Confessions from D-Wing. People don't feel sympathy for people in prison. In fact, I dare say we don't get a second thought. We become invisible, hidden from view. Maybe that's appropriate. After all, we have violated the law, your law. Or more accurately, we got caught. Because let's face it, how many of your people have committed offences and are living free? So now that I sit alone in my cell, a wall-to-wall concrete coffin, I feel the weight of isolation rest heavily on my shoulders. I look around at the cold interior, the thin mattress on the floor, the metal sink above the cold, hard toilet. I can't tell what time of day it is because the lights have been off since I got here. I was stripped, showered, dressed, and then stripped again. This time they kept my underwear, and I put on the stiff canvas smock they gave me. No quilt or blanket, just a folded up piece of canvas to lie across my body at night, assuming night comes. After all, I wouldn't know. I imagine that the moon is on fire and that the light cast across my cell is swaying to music, a waltz and then a tango, shadows dancing against the wall. There is light in every corner. I imagine lightning outside and rain. After all, it should rain the day you go away, shouldn't it? I imagine the stars touching my hair, and as I sit in silence, real silence, the kind you can't find but you stumble upon, the kind where you hear a cigarette yield to ash and a candle flicker, the kind where your thoughts come alive and dance symphonies in your mind. Of course, this cell is anything but silent. My neighbours are all expressing their pain. There is a woman who's swearing and cursing. She's angry or high or both. To the other side is one of my sisters and she's wailing. She's in deep pain. I can tell she has lost someone. My heart tugs at my core as I imagine lonely, big, fat tears falling from her face twisted with sadness. Grief can be so ugly. Others are muttering to themselves, calling out for attention or pacing the concrete box. And down the hall are the officers, the gatekeepers, the captors with their heavy keychains. They are watching TV or monitoring their screens, or both. But I know that I can hear a game show crowd cheering on a contestant in the background. Weird. I don't move. I haven't since I've got here. I feel paralysed by my own grief. I feel angry at the world, angry at my transgressions, angry that this is what your justice looks like. And so it is that I wonder, from within the misery bubble that engulfs me, how you feel in this moment. Do you feel justice was restored to you? Do you feel satisfied that I've gotten my just desserts? Do you feel safer with me enclosed in this cage? Because let's just take a moment to consider your feelings as if they have not been front and centre this entire time. As if your rights are more important than mine, which we know is how it is in this colony. Because the way I see it, your people have been stealing from my people for 232 years. 232 to be exact. Who's counting, you ask? Us. We count every year of your occupation in our land. You have stolen, you have raped, you have pillaged, you have destroyed, you have poisoned, you have slaughtered. Whole ecosystems have been damaged, entire families stolen. You put our languages to sleep. You took the fire from our lips. You took language from our souls. You disrupted our song cycles. You cut down our trees. You drained our rivers. You stole our seas. Yet here I sit in a concrete cage, and you dare talk to me about justice. When my people want to talk about justice, when we ask for a fair go, you scream, "How dare you?" When we asked to be included in your colonial manifesto, you said, "Hold up, how would that even look?" When we want to walk on our land or fish in our waters, you say, "No, we own this land now. We'll tell you where and how you can fish." When we said we want our kids to get a good education so they can survive in this world that you have created, you say, "Okay, but do it by our rules." When we say change the date, you mock us. When we say we must protect these trees, you say, "Lock them up, they're protesting." When we say you killed us in custody, you say we can't answer those questions on the grounds it could incriminate us. When we live by your rules, you shift the goalposts on us. You call our dreaming a myth, and you impose Christianity on our souls. You make careers off the backs of the dysfunction you have created. You make money off of our trauma. You say get a job, but lock us out of labour markets. You make us reliant on a handout because we can never get a hand up. You say, if you have a go, you will get a go, but you've never given us a go. So here I sit, at the mercy of your justice, judged, convicted, and sentenced, not by my peers, but by yours. Not by my laws, but by yours. Yet the irony is that in this place, this cold and unforgiving space, I am not in a minority. I am the majority. Yet I am still not safe. I am still not free of your bonds. I am your criminal. I am the product of your own creation. I am the deviant you dreamt up. Do not talk to me about justice. There is no justice. Just us.